Okay, doing my vocal warm-up. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Zagara was denied a bank loan. Zagara was denied a bank loan. Varian puts his left shoe on his right foot. Varian puts his left shoe on his right foot. Okay, looking so good, looking good. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Stick with us, folks. You can see in the corner there is a countdown. We will be joining you shortly to get this show on the road. It's Optimus versus Noobs on the Storm. Here in Division 7, let's get ready to rumble. Stick with us, we'll be with you soon. Over. Shout out to Arilli there in the audience watching there. No, I do not have that written down. My usual co-caster and I do our vocal warm-ups every time, and it's always the same. It is Zagara was denied a bank loan. Zagara was denied a bank loan, and then he normally says, Unique New York. Unique New York. But of course, he's not here today. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I don't miss him too much. Oh yeah, that was a perfect time to unmute the microphone. Alrighty then. Hello everyone, once again, welcome along to Halloween Heroes, where we are going to be debuting tonight for your audio-visual entertainment some esports competition here with HeroesLounge. We're live on Division 7. We're watching Team Optimus against Noobs on the Storm. Now, Noobs on the Storm, of course, coming off the back of last week's victory against some Bacon people. That was an unusual name, but it was good. It was a 2-1 series where it equalised and then they went off to take the series. So they're off the back of a win. They have got to keep this momentum and see if they can ride it on through to climb in the league. However, Optimus, they had their first game as a team together. It's a free agent team. That's what FAT stands for. Nothing to do with any width. But yes, they're a new team. They've came together, 5 guys playing once again, and you know, you've got some teething issues that they've got to work out. So they lost on a 2-0 clean sheet. You know, they complete loss. However, I'm hoping to see an improvement tonight, and let's see what can be done there. Now, we're about to start, as I say, so both teams have already done their coin flip, and I can safely now inform you that we will not be seeing tonight Braxis Holdout, which is a shame. I quite like that map, despite some controversial opinions from others, and we're not going to be seeing Dragonshire. Now, Dragonshire is a map that I feel takes the men from the boys. You know, it is a very difficult strategy map to play, especially at this level, so I can understand why maybe in this Division 7 era they'll just avoid it altogether, you know, just push it to the side. So we'll see what happens there. But what map are we going to, you may be asking? Well, I can now let you know that we are going to be playing in, if this works, hold on, is it going to work? There we go. We're going to be going to Towers of Doom. Towers of Doom, a 3-lane map, however, with the unique attribute that you cannot push the lane to completion. You can't fight your way all the way to the core and take the core, which means certain things like Zagara as a specialist and stuff, you would think has limited use. However, that's not always the case. I've discussed this with Karis several times before, and what he said is that some teams, certain high-level teams, will opt to lose the first couple of altar phases. Of course, you need these altars. You channel them, and then they fire cannon shots at the opponent's core, and the first team to lose all their health in the core loses. As you destroy structures, you can gain that bell tower to fight for you. It can be very useful in that way. What we've seen is if you lose the first couple of altar phases, you can then gain a structural advantage, which allows you to gain 1 altar late game and swing it massively better in your favour. Sorry, I'm just getting messages there from teams there. So I think this is, we're literally about to roll straight into the draft. So if you just bear with us, people, let's get ready to go. And then what we will also do is get the contests going. So if you're new to this channel, you've maybe not seen us before, I'm normally here with my co-caster to my left. I would say, hello, my name's Halloween, and to my left is, and then he would say, Jabroni Bro. But he's not here, he's on holiday, so it's just me. So I will be going through the contest and the cast for this evening. But if you're new to this channel, remember to click follow in the corner and you will immediately be awarded with 10 points. These points can be used for our various giveaways, raffles and tickets and things like that. They have an intrinsic real world value. That's what I like to advertise, because they can be used for things. But oh, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get this on the go for you. I normally have people that do these things for me, but because I'm by myself tonight, it's all me. It's all me. Right, that should appear shortly. Sorry about this. Okay, so on the left, in blue, is Team Optimus. Oh gosh, there we go. We've dropped out for whatever reason. Somebody has had a mistake. So we will just sort out technical difficulty, and then we will get back to this game. I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. Also, I've noticed that the chat thing seems to be missing. I don't know what's going on there. Can I fix it? Yes, I can. I hope. That's what I'm saying anyway. Okay, we've lost Lizard, but he's back. There we go. Okay, so what people saying in the chat? Jabroni looking a little different than last time. That's what he's saying. Yeah. He is, in fact, not here. So that's it. The spider has taken his place. That's what's happened for Jabroni. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be going into the draft again. Thanks for sticking with us. My name's Halloween. You're watching Div7. It's Heroes Lounge. Here we go. Alright. Now, for some reason it's not showing on screen, but the contest has started. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, in blue on the left is Team Optimus. If you think they're going to win this opening round here on Towers of Doom, you want to type into the chat !bet space A space the amount of points you'd like to bet. If, however, you think Team Noobs on the Storm are going to take this, they're going to come out swinging off the back of their last series, which went all 3 games, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points you'd like to bet. If you don't know how many points you've got, just click follow in the corner. You'll get awarded 10 straight away, and then you can use them for this contest. The contest will allow you to pay even just 1 point. And if you want to know how many you've got, you can just type !points, press enter, you'll be sent a message, and that'll tell you how many points you've got. As I say, it's normally appearing on screen, but it's not there today. Don't know why, but this is how you do it. You type !bet space A space the amount of points you'd like to bet. So there you go. There is some points in on Optimus. Let's see what happens. Halloween. The builder, can he fix it? I don't know. I don't know is the answer. What we're seeing here is a meta ban coming out from Timmers' team here. The Danger Man himself on left. He has banned possibly the biggest biceps in the game, Garrosh. He's out of the game. A rather controversial ban is MC Hammer. We're seeing Sergeant Hammer getting banned. Now, I can understand that a kind of cheese build, a cheese composition that could be placed in front of them there, running it down bot, taking the altar, moving to the next one, it would be a hateful thing to do, and I understand why they would ban that, so that's okay. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, the second meta tank. Now, the 3 meta tanks at the moment are Muradin, Lord of Terror, Johnny Wallbanger, Diablo, and Garrosh. So that is the 3 meta tanks. Looks like Tim's team here, the Danger team, Team Optimus on the left, they're playing meta here, whereas it looks like we're seeing something more controversial. But there we go. Meta healer, Deckard, coming in. The best bartender in the Nexus. He has going to be throwing those cocktails all over the place. Right, what are we going to answer that with? Let's see what we're going to see. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we betting? Now, you see, it's really unusual. If it was Jabroni and I here, and this was Division 1, or if it was the All Hallows Cup, or it was the HGC Open Division, we would just be throwing meta expectations here. But really, in Division 7, it is Clown Fiesta, it is monster kill, everybody's killing each other, constant. I mean, I put out in my tweet advertising this series, it says, what's the kill count going to be? Can anyone guess? Does anyone want to place any bets on that? Nobody knows. Have I not got something to put in Jabroni's chair? Do you know what? I maybe should. I could put a guitar in it. Oh, in fact, I have the best thing for this. I know I should be discussing the draft. Thrall, that's going to be their solo laner. He's not going to be in the 4-man stack, so he's not taking Crash Lightning. It's going to be Echo of the Elements, and he's going to be solo laning. Ming's going to do some damage. That's the meta review there. Okay, so let me go get Jabroni's replacement, right? Joanna. We're seeing Joanna banned, because that is the next best tank to pick after Muradin, because they've got all 3 meta tanks on their side, and now they've banned the next best one. So we're going to see ETC as their tank. Surely, I can't imagine anything else being the case, unless they pick Stitches, and then it's just madness. But let's see. Right, I've got to get this thing for Jabroni. 2 seconds, guys. Stick with us. Click follow in the corner. You get your points. Place the bets. There's probably about 4 minutes left on the contest, so let's see what happens. Okay, let me get my headphones back in, get off this human arm that I'm now sitting on. Here we go. We are seeing Dahaka. Dahaka's very strong in this game. Very, very strong on this map. If they can execute this well, then I understand what they're doing there. Right, Jabroni's chair is going to have that. I think that is perfect for him. It's just, you know, sums him up perfectly. Oosh is what he would normally say, but I think this will do it perfectly. Oh, well, hang on, we could do an oosh with this as well. Right, there we go. No, I'll just look. there's the ETC as expected, and Blaze as their solo laner. Okay, so, I mean, they've got a pretty strong front line with Thrall, Blaze, and ETC, but it puts a lot of pressure on Lei Ming to get the damage. She's going to be able to hit things, because Deckard's Scroll of Sealing is going to hold them in place, but, I mean, is it consistent damage? That's the question. Consistent damage coming from a Raynor and Junkrat is near enough guaranteed. So it's at this point I would normally turn to Jabroni and say, Jabroni, whose draft do you favour? Then he would say, well, I'm just going to go with Timmers, because I like the guy. I don't know who this other team is, so I'm not going with them. I would say, that's terrible, Jabroni. That's favouritism and bias that is unbecoming of a professional caster such as yourself, so I'm going to bet for the other team. So there we have it. Jabroni's not very nice, and I am. There we go. Let's take it back to the main screen. Okay. So, I don't know what's happened, but we've lost the chat screen on the right-hand side. Everything's falling apart without Jabroni. Great stuff. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the tank choke is real. That's what they were saying. Yeah. We've got Gabriel in the chat. Welcome along, Gabriel. Gabriel323 is one of the Grandmasters here from Heroes Lounge. He plays on Team Senior Citizens Club. Were previously Division 1. They're now Division 2 this season. However, they used to be called Lord of the Pings, and they made it to the grand finals of Heroes Lounge, I think in Season 3. Could be wrong, he can let us know. Moves body parts. He's on holiday, you say. It's really funny. I like who that is, whoever's in the chat. Okay, if you're just tuning in, welcome along. This is Heroes Lounge. We are currently watching Division 7. This is game number 1 of our best of 3 series here between Team Optimus and Team Noobs on the Storm. Let's go in, let's see what we've got. Okay, so on the left in blue is Team Optimus. We got Fu on Junkrat, we got Lampy 69 on Malfurion, we got Timmers riding about on his pink mechanical Dahaka. We've got Gallic, Hami Agusahug Gallic, as Raynor. That was me actually speaking in Scottish Gaelic. Anyway, Lizard playing their frontline tank as Muradin. And on the right, in red, is Noobs on the Storm. We got Blade there on Blaze. Almost good alliteration there. We've got ETC on a White Wolf tanking up the front as Cataclysm. We got Mystica riding up the back there as Lei Ming. That's going to be their big damage, the one to watch. We've got Rupert on Thrall, and there Alina is Deckard Cain, best bartender in the Nexus, riding about on a tombstone. Good stuff. Alright, Jabroni, let's get a look at those level 1 talents. Why Halloween, you're on point. Yes, we will. Okay, as expected, you guessed it, it's Echo of the Elements. It's not Crash Lightning, because why would he do that? Because he's going to be in the solo lane. He cannot do it without the rest of the team. Cataclysm getting booped away. He's now rooted in place. Is he going to die? And first blood falls to Optimus. Things are looking up for the team that were thrashed last week. Not so good. I'm allowed to say that because I know some of the players, I would never normally have such a level of unprofessionalism, but it's good to see that. He was a good war chief, someone's saying in the chat there. We've got Copenhagen in the chat there. Is there a new Halloween Cup coming up? For the audience that are asking questions about the All Hallows Cup, there will be another one. For sure there will be. But it's looking highly unlikely for December. It's going to be the beginning of January now, I think. And around about that time, we're going to be getting the heavily sought after news about the upcoming HGC season for 2019. So hold on to your hats. There's been a lot of rumours, by the way, going around about the HGC for 2019, and I would like to dispel some of them, that there will be news coming out. Just stick with it, people. All right, okay, so in the bottom lane, it's Rupert versus Junkrat. That's going to be the experience thing. What we're seeing here is it looks like Optimus are getting camps in very early, which is good of them, giving them a slight experience lead. But they didn't lose any experience because Lizard was sitting there in the mid. In top lane, which is our other solo lane, it's Blade versus Timmers. Timmers, of course, now being affectionately known as the Danger Man. And Blade doing great stuff there. He spells Blade exactly the same as the HGC professional player that used to play on Team Expert, who is also part of Project Hive, that participated in the All Hallows Cup, in both All Hallows Cups, actually, to be fair. So I'm seeing a lot of commentary from the chat there. It's really fun. Alright, so level 4s. Let's get a look at that. Any interesting talents? All looks fairly standard. at this point. You know, they're what you could do with a Rainer, and we've seen it before, is Behemoth armor, and they give him some pepper quest at the beginning, so that you just constantly have more health and damage. But I can see what they're doing here. Also, by the way, I really love Rejuvenation Potion. Okay, so we've got 4 people going for top right. We've got just Timmers going for the top left. And that means all the rest of Optimus are coming down here to try and execute Rupert. Has Rupert sniffed it out? Even if he has, he's got his exit now cut off by Timmers coming in there. And he is the first to fall. And with that, that leaves it an open goal for Optimus to get this bottom altar. They're a level ahead, and now they're taking a slight hit point lead as they take shots to the core. So that's 36 to 32, and it looks like they're going to take some towers as well. They are not showing any signs of slowing down. This, honestly, for the audience at home, looks like a completely different team to the team we saw last week. I was looking at the statistics here, and we've got a pause. We've got a pause. Okay, let's go back here. Oof, we've got a pause. All right, okay, so mouse problem. That's what we're hearing. It's a mouse problem. All right, okay, so we will wait for that to happen. So, Markavicious, Gabriel 323, Copenhagen. We've got a lot of master players here in the chat watching this series. Good stuff. Copenhagen, I think, was originally of EPG Frozen. And I think he's moved teams now. I'm not sure if his formal roster has been announced as to what team he's now playing on, but we've seen him move around. Interesting to see there. So let's see what the audience says as I discuss their names. Of course, we're on delay, and this is where Jabroni would pretend he's Mexican and go on delay, on delay. But the delay allows obviously the advantage to disappear of stream sniping. But one thing that keeps me on point and ready is my Monster TM. I'm drinking a Pipeline Punch, the pink Monster. It is my favourite choice to go with when I'm looking for energy to keep me active in the esports arena that I'm casting in. Did anyone else notice Smexy and Breeze, formerly both of Fnatic, on Twitter this morning advertising Monster TM? I sure did. Okay, so let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, go, and then I push this. Boom! And we are back into the game. Alright, alright, alright. That's a strong engage. A strong engage. Is Lizard going to make it out? Yes, of course, he's got his jump. Fu taking a lot of damage there, but Gallic was having his back, pushing away Rupert with the shotgun that he's got. Camp's still pushing, of course. They're going to have to answer that, or else take some shots on their wall there. Look at Timmers in top lane just getting that soak. It's able to help, you know. So with that, they've got level 7s. And there we go. Feeding Frenzy. That'll allow him to win his lane against Blaze now. Or at least help him to try and even it up. Because Blaze is really, really, really difficult to beat in lane, as everybody knows. So, we've got Gabriel in the chat. Now, he is a famous Muradin player. And I bet he'd be curious to comment on the Muradin build. Now, we're seeing Third Wind there. Third Wind being a very popular choice to allow you to tank more because your health comes back up. We're seeing Invade, Cataclysm, power slides in. Did you see that power slide? Fu taking a lot of damage. He's trying to get away, and it's not enough. He takes fatal damage from the Chain Lightning there and goes down. But Lizard calls his team into action. The tongue comes out on Timmers. Deckard's in a bad place like the back of a Volkswagen, and he falls down. But this gave Mystica all the time she needed to get into place, and they take the altar. It's now all about the bottom altar phase at this point. Timmers considering the tongue on Rupert. I think he's going to go for it. No, he's running for his life. He's managed to use his essence to great effect, and he's now got near enough full health. But it's 4v3. Lampy was given a lot of time. Is it enough time? Is he going to get it? And he does! It's 1-for-1 at this point here in the Nexus. Huge tongue from Timmers, the Danger Man. Junkrat's poke is sick. It's coming in from the distance. I think that was the best case saloon for both teams there, because huge advantage went over to the Noobs on the Storm by taking that camp and getting a kill, but it looks like Optimus rotated fantastically, and that allowed them to get the bottom altar and some kills. So it's still a race to level 10. Let's see what happens. Lion in the Sun saying, that Foo guy sure is a big lad. So let's find out if that's true or not. So many memes, I don't know where to start. That's what Markovicius is saying in the chat. We're going to see level 10s. If I was going to make a prediction, I think I'd see Isolation on Dahaka. I think we're going to see Hyperion from Raynor. We're going to see the Rippin and the Terran, the Wild Women, the Rippin and the Terran Tyre on Junkrat. We're going to see Muradin take Avatar. Let's see, we've got an invade. It's a counter invade this time. The Roots come in. They're strong on Cataclysm. He's taking a lot of damage. Is it going to be enough? It's enough. He goes down. Rupert deciding that he wants to run for his life. And Lizard just anchoring for his team. We're seeing the Raynor's Raider. Okay, it's not the Hyperion. Isolation, the Twilight Dream. Muradin, surely you're not going to take Haymaker. But hey, anything could happen. It's Div7. Is he going to take Haymaker? Come on. Don't keep us in these suspenders. Tell us, what are you doing? Muradin, the people want answers. Tell us. What are you going for? Lizard taking a lot of damage. The Wolf comes out. He dives away. Dwarf tossing himself to victory. And with that, by the way, Alter Phase picked up. That's another 4-shot slamming into their core. 32-24. The Team Optimus are looking very strong on this map. Okay, level 10's coming in for the Noobs, and we're seeing Lornado. We're seeing the Earthquake. We're seeing the Disintegrate Beam and Mosh Pit. Fairly expected there. Although, do you know, there is still always an argument for Stage Dive. The Roots are good. 2-man Root. By the way, I forgot to just double check here for a sec. Are we going for Treant? With the mouth. No. It's more heals, right? Okay, that's fine. And then the bunker drop for Blaze. No shocks there. However, the recent nerf for bunker, it's pretty significant that you now have to channel for it. It's not just instant disappear and reappear. You've got to channel, and that's going to make all the difference here. Are we going to see this fall? Are they going to push with it and take that altar? There they go. They get that. The bell tower is now in the hands of Team Optimus. So we're going to need to see a change in strategy. That was a 3-man power slide. The Roots are strong. And then the Junkrat flip. Cataclysm's in danger. Oh, and that is a bad miss. Oh, my word. So, I can almost imagine what the comms are saying at this point. That was really unfortunate for Cataclysm, but an excellent pick by Optimus. They wasted no time in trying to take that. In comes another Roots. The Roots from Lampy are really on point tonight. I've really got to congratulate him on that. If he's given an inch, he takes a mile. Blade about to take the Rippin and the Terran Tyre. It changes, it also hits Rupert. Alina's done an amazing job as well on the scroll of ceilings. I've got to point that out. I thought Lornado was pretty effective, actually. It's heavily split the team. And with that, Optimus got another 5 shots this time because they've got the bottom altar. Let's see what happens. Okay, another camp getting picked up there in favour of Optimus. It's going to push it down. It's going to run it down bot. Now remember, with that altar being out there, that is actually 3 live shots that could jump to core. So you can do the escort, or you can move to a different lane, and I think they're going to opt to move to a different lane. So Noobs will just clear that pretty quickly, and they're deciding to poke mid. See how far they can get with this. All heroic abilities available for Team Noobs of the Storm, so if they wanted to pick a fight, they could do, but they are a talent tier down, because Optimus now have 13s. Let's see what they're getting. The Moonfire Slow could be quite painful. The debilitating rounds further slows them, and then making the tank yet even more tanky with heals off of his Thunderclap, which of course strikes twice now. So good stuff all around there. That's good team fighting mechanics. Looks like the Noobs were scouting boss there to make sure Optimus weren't taking it. So 3 altars about to appear on the map. This is going to force both teams to split their resources. So team fights could go either way. I mean, it's irrelevant that you're a talent tier up at this stage if you're able to cut somebody out during their rotation. The hero that can rotate with no fear is, of course, the Danger Man himself, because he can burrow through the ground using his brush stock ability. So it looks like they're going to poke. Good stun there from Blade, followed by another stun from Cataclysm. Oh, and the mosh! It is so successful! See ya, Tim! Oh my gosh, the burrow is massive. Is he going to be... no way. He delayed massively, but it wasn't enough. He did a very good job delaying there. It took all 5 members of the team to kill him, but they got it. The mission was successful. Good job to the Noobs. They managed to get both altars, and with that, claw their way back into the game. And when you're playing from behind, getting that kills is so powerful, because the comeback mechanics allow you to gain greater experience. So it's very valuable, for sure. So let's see what happens here. Of course, Timmer still has brush stock, so I mean he could just like appear in a team fight if they wanted him. And the portal available mid allows him to go through the portal, but he chooses not to because he's walking top, changing his mind and now walking mid. Timmers is walking any direction that isn't the direction I'm telling him to go to because it makes me look stupid. Good stuff. Audience are catching up now due to the delay and shouting, "No, Timmers! Timmers, no!" Danger Man, of course, did die. I will be able to provide grief counselling later, but it is a good job for Team Noobs on the Storm. Remember, they are statistically the greater of the 2 teams at this point. That was a very close invade from Gallic and Lizard there, but Noobs managed to pick it up just in time. Okay, so that's them running into that tower there. They should be able to get this back if they want it. Do they want it? That's the question. Because in 9 seconds, that objective comes up and Gallic is already primed to take it. Blade isn't going to be able to hold this from 4 opponents. In fact, he uses his ability to escape rather than to defend it. Timmer's already on top left. He's got that one. Top right, it's about to be picked up. And that's it as well. So now it's just a matter of fighting for the sake of fighting. That's 7 shots left on core. This is looking grim. It's because he's a lizard and these guys are big into animal abuse. That is a horrible comment to make, Dr. Octopus. Dr. Orctopus. Good name. That took a moment there. I like that. Alright, so it's level 15 to 15. It's 5 takedowns to 2. However, the hit points are all that matters here as we look to close out game number 1. And it is 24 in favour of Optimus to the 7 remaining on Noobs on the Storm. Let's see what happens here. Level 16 is just around the corner, so we're going to see a new talent tier appear. And with that, an advantage. So let's see. These roots have been money. Absolute money from Lampy. Look at that! Oh! Cataclysm falls. And level 16's now up. We're seeing the talents come in here. Stone form. Even more heals for an already massively tanky guy. Oh, and that is a 2-man root. The Earthquake comes out. Rupert trying to get some damage on Fu. Fu manages to escape. Timmer's looking to back out. The Lornado coming. Actually pushes Lizard back towards them. It looks like Noobs are wanting to engage. He's getting healed from the double thunderclap, but Fu goes down. Blade, no! And it's a full 5-man team wipe in favour of Optimus. And with that, the objective phase comes up, and it is a devastating position to be in. Wow. Wow. So, excellent pun there. Lizards are cold-blooded, but knots are not just cold-blood killers. Cold-blooded killers. I messed it up. Oh, no. There we go. But it's okay if I messed it up because there goes 4 shots and there goes another 4. And with that, it is GG. Game number 1 falling in favour of Team Optimus. Oosh. Wow. Wow. Good stuff. Jeez, oh. So, thank you for sticking with us here. That is game number 1 of our best of 3 series. So, for some reason, hang on, it's that way, because I'm forgetting everything's kind of reversed. The chat down this side doesn't appear to be working. Don't know why. Really have no idea. That is bizarre. However, what I can do in a moment, once we catch up, is I can point out that the bets, the contest from the audience was exactly 50-50 in favour of both teams. So, some of you are going to win, and some of you are not. We shall find out in a moment, but statistically that was 10 takedowns to 2 in favour of Team Optimus. Lampy didn't fall, neither did Galak, and neither did Lizard, their tank. However, the most deaths on the map was Cataclysm playing as ETC. You know, both teams performed very well. And with that, I will now issue the points. Here you go. Optimus. I almost picked the wrong winner because I don't normally have to do this. Somebody does this sort of thing for me. Yeah, messed up because there's no jabroni. That's exactly what we need to say. Yeah, absolutely. Messed up because there's no jabroni. Big time. I am lost without him. Okay, so what happens now, you may ask? Well, what happens is we give an advantage to the losing team. The advantage, of course, is the choice of the battleground of which we choose to fight, or first pick in the draft. So it's at times like this you have to weigh up the odds of a particular team composition that you value more than others, or just a strategy on a map that you guys have rehearsed. So it depends on what your team have and what maps we've played before. The captain has to make that decision. So what's happened in this instance is the Noobs of the Storm have opted for the map selection. They're wanting that preferred over the first pick in draft, and I am pleased to tell you that we will be going to the Volskaya Foundry. Once when we were casting HTC Open Division, Jabroni called it the Vodka Factory, and we got into trouble. Blizzard has no connection to alcohol, sexual connotations, or gambling, but we're on my own channel, and I've now mentioned all 3. So hey ho. And this is where we're going. So the Volskaya Foundry introduces an alternative element, somewhat similar to Infernal Shrines, in the fact that you are fighting around a control point and you have to hold it in a sustained fight for quite some time. So this values sustain in the composition, and can be very interesting to see what comes out of it. So we will find out momentarily what our teams think of that. Remember, first pick in the draft falls to Team Optimus, so on the draft they have the advantage. Let's see what happens. The Fromage guy is pointing out that Lost Cavern, because he was promised an absolute clown fiesta. Well, the last game had 12 kills, which isn't too bad, but let's see if we can get even more on this. That Monster Energy just is so great. So, let's see what happens here. Okay, I am now, as I say, just waiting for the teams to get things sorted, and then we will get this show on the road. So, Jabroni, what did you think of that last game? Yeah, that's what he thought. What did you think? Are you cheering anyone on, in particular, at home in the audience? Let us know in the Twitch chat, for sure. Oh, wait, did I issue the points? I think I did. Write your own chat between games. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Right, chat. Yeah, because what I can do is I normally have the ability to just do this. And fight. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Chizo, right, there's clearly something wrong there. Oops. Oh my gosh. I have completely just flamed the chat. Now, this happened once before when we were casting oh my god. That's so embarrassing. That happened once before when we were casting the semi-finals of the All Hallows Cup, the second one that we did. We've got a button for PogChamp. Let me just see if I can do that at least. Oh my gosh, that was so embarrassing. Yeah, so if I push this once, yeah, PogChamp, right, that works. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was frightening. Oh. That was frightening. Also, I've just noticed desktop audio was off. Did you not have any sound effects that whole game? That might not have. That might have been off. Oh, jeez. Everything's gone wrong. Everything's gone wrong. But what's not gone wrong is you're here watching this game. Welcome along. My name's Halloween. This is Division 7. It's Team Optimus versus Noobs on the Storm. Optimus lost in a clean slate. Slate? Clean slate. A clean sheet. I messed two words together. That's what happened there. They lost completely last week. However, I've came out strong this week. It's a totally different team we're getting to watch here. Fantastic stuff. Very excited. Just waiting for... aha, there we go. Right. That's us ready. Sorry about the delay. As I say, just getting things ready for you. I can't believe I did that to the chat though. That is just horrendous. That was quality. Okay. Okay, so we're ready. We're going to be going into the draft. Thanks for sticking with us. I have no idea why the chat isn't working, but we'll get it sorted for you. We'll get it sorted next time. No, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay. I'm cheering on the minions, to be honest. They work so hard and get no recognition. That's been a hot topic in comics and things for quite some time, I think. But we don't have enough time to talk about any of that. We're here to welcome the audience along to game number 2 of our best of 3 series here in Heroes Lounge. You're watching the European, it used to be said, Europe's largest Heroes of the Storm amateur league. However, it's now worldwide. We are now the world's largest amateur league for Heroes of the Storm, which of course feeds into the All Hallows Cup and then feeds into the Open Division, which then feeds into the HGC. So you compete here, you compete all the way up to earning a salary playing the game, and that's what you're looking for. But you also get prize money on things like the Heroes Hype Amateur Series and the Heroes Hype Holiday Series. You get cash prizes, cash money prizes, from the All Hallows Cup. And, of course, the Nexus Games, the upcoming EU Nexus Games, which I am pumped for. Very excited. It's basically the World Cup for Heroes of the Storm, and that starts in January. Nazebo Band. Brat! Yo! Oh, yo! I can't do it. There's a hero there's a guy that I speak with that does it brilliantly, by the way. Right. Hammer Band again. I'm starting to see like a pattern here. I wonder if Optimus have been seen scrimming with that in a strategy recently. I don't know. Oh, but I've already forgotten to do this. Let's start the competition. Hopefully this one shows up on screen. I don't know why it wouldn't, but well, this one didn't. Right. If you would like to bet on Team Fat Optimus, then you type !bet space A space the amount of points you would like to bet. However, if you think the game is going to be equalised and we're going to go into game number 3, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points that you'd like to bet. This should work. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, look, it's all broken, guys. Sorry. Alright, if you don't know how many points you've got, you type !points and it'll tell you in the chat. If you want some points and you're new here, just click follow. You get awarded 10 straight away and you can use them to enter the contest. And of course, these points allow you to enter our giveaways. Currently, we're not doing a giveaway, but we will be doing one again soon, so stick with us. Copenhagen saying, can we join Halloween as guests? We don't play Lounge. Copenhagen, please ping me a message on the Discord server. You will see a message appear in the Twitch chat momentarily, inviting you to click the Discord link and join the Halloween Heroes Discord. You can ping me a message from there, and we can discuss your entry into the next All Hallows Cup, because of course I'm very aware of how skilled a player you are, and I'd like to potentially, Morty, invite you. Thanks for following Arilli. You've now just been awarded 10 points, which of course you can use in the contest. Let's get back to the draft. Johnny Wallbanger, the Lord of Terror, has been picked up for Volskaya Foundry in favour of Optimus. Garrosh, I think at the moment he's #1 favourite meta tank, has been picked up by Noobs on the Storm. Gul'dan, amazing damage and wave clear. I mean, like, he's just an all-round good dips assassin. I've no problem with him being the mage. He's first picked in. We're seeing Varian banned, we're seeing Mal'Ganis banned, we're seeing Whitemane banned. Whitemane is a very powerful meta healer right now. Like, I would say if you're not going Deckard, then you need to go, like, Whitemane. But I like Tyrande equally, to be fair. I mean, if you're landing the Lunar Flares, that stun and the Hunter's Mark that she provides with loads of little heals, I mean, she's an all-round massive utility, so I would say to pick up Tyrande here. Rupert is clearly wanting to play his Thrall again. The support picked up is Brightwing. Now, that's Div7 if I've ever seen it, and I don't have a problem with that. I am glad to see Brightwing picked up here, because there are so many reasons why Polymorph would be powerful, and that's fantastic. Just great stuff. And my ting goes scrap, leggy boys go slap, 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 toad boys hop, hop. Yep, that's what Fromage Boy is saying. We've got Rainer coming in with consistent, reliable damage. We've got Johanna with the blinds, and that's double tank. That's straight up double tank right there. But with that much damage coming in from the poke for days from Junkrat and the reliable damage from Rainer, I like that a lot. Garrosh is very powerful, followed by Thrall getting a root in, and with his damage as well, I could see them getting pretty decent abductions and executions on anyone that falls victim to Garrosh's throw. And then that's another stun with Blaze. If this is executed well, right, this is where I would turn. I say, Jabroni, who you picking? But I don't have time for him because he is just a shit right now. Okay, poop face, be quiet. Right, what I'm saying is, if Thrall and Garrosh can work in synergy together, and if it's a 5-man like squad fight, if we've got a straight 5-on-5 and Blaze, played by Blade, is able to execute his stun correctly, I actually think they might be in for a win here. So I think there is a very strong possibility that a well executed Cataclysm into Rupert combo could get a kill. And if they're able to get the kill on Junkrat and Rainer, the damage falls apart, because Johanna and Lizard played... But oh wait, so Timmers is the Johanna and Lizard's on Diablo. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Alright, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. This is game number 2 of our best of 3 series here in Heroes Lounge, the European side of the league. And in blue, we have Team Optimus. We've got Timmers there riding about in his Christmas skin for Johanna. Well, it's a Christmas mount anyway. We've got Lizard playing the Lord of Terror Diablo. We've got Fu on Junkrat. We've got Gallic playing Rainer. We've got Lampy 669 as Deckard Cain, and that is Team Optimus. In red, on the right, we have Team Noobs on the Storm. It's Alina supporting as Brightwing. Cataclysm this time running up front as Garrosh. We've got Mystica as the Gul'dan playing Assassin. We could never forget Rupert on Thrall. And in top lane we've got Blade. He's just waiting, just chilling, getting the experience. Alright, let's get a look at level 1s here. We've got another Echo of the Elements. Now, the thing is, right, Echo of the Elements got value last game because he managed to get a kill with when they were doing the camp invade. So I don't think it's a bad shout. But he is in the 4-man, so he could actually take Thrash Lightning and gain more damage. But let's see what happens. We're seeing Sapphire on the Deckard to give them more damage, more slow, which in terms kind of gives them more damage. Traditional Echo Corruption for Gul'dan, and this is an interesting one. Feast on Fear. Devil's Due is like the easiest one to get value with. What we've seen with like extremely high level players, Grandmasters and stuff, is they tend to take the Soul Shield. I saw Lobber playing for E-Punks, and he took, when we were casting him, he took Soul Shield, and I saw all 5 heroes on this map try to kill him, use all their heroic abilities, and they couldn't kill Diablo because he had a Soul Shield. So there's definite value in that. But what we're seeing here is a very strong early game for the Noobs. They picked this map, remember folks, they chose to come to this map over first pick and draft, and it looks like they do indeed have a strategy for it, because they're clearing the wave, they're then moving, they're clearing the wave, they're moving. If they keep this up, they'll start to tear away in experience. Both teams, of course, have the fortification camp completed, so they've both got a turret for this first fight. I would say, purely based on health bars and statistics, for the early game team fight, it must fall in favour of Optimus. It must. You would think it should. But when we were talking about sustained team fights, Brightwing is the advantage, because she ain't never going to run out of mana. She's always going to be there to give you a healy boy. She's going to keep you all topped up. And Gul'dan, he's able to like heal himself. He's literally got an ability called Life Funnel. He can just funnel that life. So let's see if the long game can fall in favour of Noobs on the Storm this time. It's a long mouthful of a name, that really, isn't it? Let's see what happens. Alright, okay, so 6 seconds until objective number 1 starts. The control point now active. Let's see. Okay, both teams getting ready, into position. Diablo coming down from top lane. But the siege camp has been picked up by Optimus, so they now have something pushing that top lane. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for the Noobs if they don't answer that. Cataclysm's looking for his opening. If he gets this opening and he doesn't hit a tank, he wins. That's what he's looking for at this stage. Junkrat, however, has put a counter engage by putting down that mine. Cataclysm looking for the opening. The stun's fired, but it's interrupted by Lizard. Cataclysm's going to want to drop that turret. He's dropped the turret. Huge damage coming out from Gul'dan there. The stun coming in from Blade almost kills Timmers. Timmers 40 health. Gets out of there with 40 health. Now this is where Brightwing comes into her own, because she just says, hey everybody, give me a hug. And then Mystica coming up with more health. Right, they've all had their sippy cup, they've had their Weetabix, and they now engage. But it's too late, the objective has been picked up. 2 folk are already in it. Cataclysm is the first to fall, but the root comes out, holding Lizard in place. Looks like Blade and Rupert inside the Triglav Protector are going to try and get as much damage as they can. Wow. Okay, so statistically, what you aim to do here is you take the wall and you get, if you can, the healing fountain. And then you move to the top lane, because the next objective is going to be in top lane, so you want rid of the healing fountain up there more than you want anything in the mid lane. In fact, I would say that it's more valuable to go straight top and just get that healing fountain. And I think that's what Timmers has advised his team to do now. So let's see what happens. There goes one of the towers. They're going for the next. I don't think they're going to get it, but they do. Well done to Team Noobs of the Storm there. A reasonable defense by Optimus. So both level 7s picked up. Let's get a look. Oh, the scroll was close, but no cigar. So, is there anything unusual in the talents there, Jabroni? No, you've pretty much summed up everything else, Halloween. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, Jabroni. No problem. Right, okay. Rotating back bottom lane. This is what I was talking about earlier. Good wave clear with that Gul'dan, so they're able to just soak the lane and change lane. But both teams opting for the fortification camp. Fu taking left, and it looks like the 3 of them, I was about to say 4, are taking right. And Rupert waiting for the wave mid lane, and Blade is coming down to join him because he's already cleared top. So this is the quiet time. This is the lull before we move to the objective in top lane, which is going to force a dramatic fight around the period of level 10. So it's 1 takedown to 1 takedown, and both teams couldn't be any closer in experience if they tried. And as I say that, one comes ahead, so I'm just looking stupid again. Brilliant. Thanks for that, guys. Thanks. If you're watching at home, who are you cheering on for? Are you cheering on for Team A or B? The contest, I think, ended. I see Fromage Guy went a bit bold with his points. He managed to bet a whole 1 point. So good on you there. You're awarded 10 for following straight away. So yeah, you were brave with your points there. And I think it's, I mean, I could be wrong. I'd have to check the settings and stuff, I think. But I think you're awarded 1 every minute that you watch. So you've probably already got 40 points. Right, let's see. Cataclysm has yet to perform a throw. I'm waiting to see that. Stun comes in from Blade. It's super effective. There's the throw. Lizard taking a lot of tower shots there. Another stun from Cataclysm. Blade trying to back off. He's going to go for the Sippy Cup. Horrify comes out. We've now got the Earthquake. Bunker Drop is still available. Brightwing yet to pick the Heroic. She's got the Emerald Wind. Out comes Stay a While and Listen. There comes the Hyperion. A turret has also been dropped. In comes the Emerald Wind. Cataclysm falls with 30 health. That is devastating. The tower was ignored by 3 players walking past it. Rupert's now picked it up. Is he going to drop it? He's not going to drop it. Blade's going to die. He has dropped it. Blade falls, unfortunately. That was a dramatic team fight. Absolutely dramatic. Heroic abilities picked up by Team Optimus, and we're yet to see what the Lord of Terror is going to go for. Is he going to go for Apocalypse, or is he going to go for the Lamb Curry Spicy Lightning Breath? But we did see Stay a While and Listen. We did see the Blessed Shield, and we saw this time Hyperion, which I feel has greater value over a control point, and it was certainly responsible for killing Cataclysm. So good job all round. We're seeing Warlord's Challenge. Now, I'm seeing more and more people advocate Decimate on a Garrosh, by the way, over the choice of Warlord's Challenge, because you can use it for slows, you get 3 of them, and you're able to use them to guarantee you get the throw. Then comes the throw on Lizard. In comes the Warlord's Challenge. The health funnel coming out from Mystica. In comes a Fell Wave, and it confirms the kill. This looks like it could be the turnaround. Stay a while and listen. But Cataclysm made it onto the point, forcing overtime. It's 99-0. That is a horrendous place. We're seeing a throw on Timmers. Out comes the Iron Skin, the Earthquake, holding him into position as another Fell Wave confirms the kill. There goes your second tank. Is Fu gonna fall? Wow! The Woof comes out and gets the kill. B steps all round. What a turn up for the books. It looks like this old dog's got new tricks, as Noobs on the Storm are showing us that they've got bark and not all just bite. Hoo-yah, hot dog, what are you saying, Jabroni? Back to you in the studio. He's saying nothing because he's not here. My gosh, I've never felt so lonely. Alright, Gallic and Lizard and Lampy holding the lane as best they can as they wait for their tank Johanna, played by the Danger Man himself, Timmers, to come back into place. And that's going to be shortly followed by Fu. In comes Lizard, he's thrown by Cataclysm. The taunt comes out and it holds Timmers in position. In comes the Ripping and the Tear and the Wild Women. The Wild Women, half health's Mystica, but it's not enough. The Bunker Drop comes down. Alina falls. She doesn't make it in because that's the new thing. You've got a channel to get into the bunker. Gallic makes it out with 70 health. The poke coming in, is it going to kill? It does! Mystica falls, but so does another, and it's going to... Wow, Cataclysm, you are so lucky. He is so lucky to be alive. I mean, that was a genuine gasp. It went on slightly too long, so I took in too much oxygen, but it was okay. Well done to Noobs of the Storm for winning the second objective in a row, but it was well fought. I really felt like Team Optimus had that. I mean, they were literally at 99% to 0. They had 99 problems, but losing that objective ain't one. Until it does become a problem when Noobs step it up, which they just did. And that's them taking that. Okay, so where are they going to go with this now? It's kind of open interpretation for your Triglav at this point. I would say bottom lane. I would say bottom lane and get the fountain down there, and then that'll help you with objective number 3. But what are they going to do? They've got 35 seconds to go. 35 seconds to go. And they are stunning the mid fort. Going to hammer that down. But when Thrall and Blaze come out of this, Alina's going to have Emerald Wind to try and assist him getting out if there's any danger. In comes the throw on Gallic. Gallic takes the stun again, and with that health funnel and fell wave, he is Alt F forward out the battleground. That was horrendous. Now that is why Garrosh is #1 meta tank right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching and wondering, that is why. Alright. Level 14 to 14. Do you know, I really have to point out, like, congratulations to both teams for being so well organised on their level of experience soak. I mean, they're you know, like, I've said it before that, like, when you play quick match, it's commonly accepted the quick match in this game is just a bit of a raffle stomp, and you can get away with incredibly confusing and complex compositions, and things are just bizarre, and it doesn't really matter, it's quick match. But then you move into Team League, and it's a bit of a step up again. But I suppose you could argue that unranked draft is a bit of a step up from quick match. But then when you get to Team League, as I say, it's a little step up again, but it's not really, it's nothing compared to moving into the likes of HeroesLounge. Like, HeroesLounge in a competitive format is a different training ground altogether. And then as you move up the divisions, in comes Lightning Breath. They'll stay a while and listen, keeping their opponents in position. That turret all the while dealing lots of damage. Lizard's stun with his Johnny Wallbang there just held the ground long enough to confirm that kill. Is he going to have Shadow Charge up again? Lizard looking for the opening. The oil spill slowing him down. No, he gets an excellent escape there by Cataclysm and Blade. That oil spill saved their lives, for sure. But yeah, what I was trying to say was, I mean, I've noticed that, and I'm sure all the players agree, that even the bottom division of HeroesLounge is a huge step up from playing casual Team League, because it's a much more exhilarating experience, and both these teams are really demonstrating solid abilities here as they gain soak, team fighting. You know, it's all going quite well. So the commentary about this only being Div7, I don't think is entirely fair to the players, and that's really the point I'm trying to get across here. Because, I mean, as you move up to the likes of Div3, for example, like, that is extremely competent players of high ability, I would say. But then, obviously, as you move to Division 2, I mean, you're dealing with a lot of Masters, and then Div1 is nearly exclusively all Grandmasters. So, if not actually all exclusively Grandmasters, because their MMRs are just through the roof. And that's something to discuss, you know? Anyway. Level 16s both picked up. Objective number 3 now coming up in the next 4 seconds. It looks to me like Noobs are making a play for that healing fountain. They want to remove that advantage from their opponents. That's a very good idea, and with that they take the fountain. That puts them in a privileged position. Like Oxford College or Cambridge. Silver spoon in the mouth. That's what they have. Now let's see if they can use that in the Dignitas win harder routine to gain even more advantage. Diablo now has all his souls, so Lizard is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He comes in with the Lightning Breath, and the conveyor belt obviously taking him across. Cataclysm throwing him out, ripping in the tear and tire, used already. Stay on a while and listen, also keeping people in a position. Gallic falling quite low, but he's okay. In comes the big slow, but over here on the left, on the right hand side rather, they managed to get a kill for a kill. Diablo falls, but he takes Mystica with him, but because he had 100 souls, he's now back on the map, and he's running like a flock of seagulls. He ran so far away to try and get to his team. And Timmer's running in because, of course, he's still a tank, but he doesn't have Iron Skin, and it's not enough, and he falls. But with that, they managed to use Scroll of Sealing to get everybody held into position, and they managed to take the Brightwing. Gallic, can he take 3 of them? Look at Lizard running his way through to the team here. He can't leave the point because if he did, they were about to win it. But the whole team falls. Massive team wipe for Team Optimus. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is not over. Really, Halloween doing all the work as per usual. Thanks, really. I'm glad someone noticed. I am glad someone noticed. Look at that tower going around. Look at it go. Should we get a zoom up on it? It's doing all the work. It did all the work for its team. And here we go. Lizard looking good. Kaiju Lizard. Gallic trying to get some early dips, derms and damage there on the fort, because at 17 minutes into the game we are going to see this objective run it down bottom to try and take bottom keep. They could run it down top for an easier time, but they would waste too much time. So I think it's probably for the best that they take it bottom. Let's see if Optimus can do this and close the series, or is Noobs on the Storm going to equalise this series? Let's see.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
In comes the Hyperion. Wow! Now, I'm actually not too sure what happened there, because Lizard did a shadow charge to try and get to Mystica there, but he was somehow booped back during it. In comes the Lightning Breath, getting good damage, but with that, Timmers is thrown over the gate. He uses his Iron Skin to great effect and manages to keep himself alive. And there goes Rupert. An amazing route. Absolutely amazing route from Fu there. Guarantees the kill on Alina, and with that she falls. And that's all she wrote for that keep, as it now falls to the oppression of Gallic and Lizard. And it's at this point they've got a decision to make. Level 20 is now getting picked up. Storm talents are there, so we're seeing the Bottomless Flask, a really good one. And we're seeing the Executioner execute come in, which is going to give them a lot of good damage there. But are they going to finish it? 75%, it's 60%, it's 55%, it's 40%, it's 30%. It's 25, it's 15, it's 10, it's 8, it's 3, 2, it's GG! Ushamaga. Wow, okay. Okay. Well, that went in one direction, back to another, and then back again. So, and with that, Team Optimus take the series. So they go from losing 2-0 to winning 2-0. That's exciting. Whoa! Right, okay, well I'll give it a wee moment, and then I will sort out the points. Right, let me just get an interview there, and then we will get the show on the road. Just bear with me. Normally, again, as I say, I normally have people that help me out with this sort of stuff. And why am I struggling to find this? This shouldn't be this hard. Oh, that's why. There we go. I found it. Okay, so we're just waiting for someone to join us there, and we will sort this out. Okay, so what I can do is issue the points.
Hello.
Who's this? Who's joining me here? Oh, this is Lampy669.
That's me.
Okay, well, welcome along, Lampy. Now, you were playing support, I believe, in both those games.
I was indeed. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I have to give congratulations to your team for your success there, and
Thank you very much.
Commiserations go out to your opponents.
Absolutely. That was really nice guys. Actually, that was very helpful and friendly. So fit.
That's very good to see. Sportsmanship here in the lounge. Absolutely fantastic. Now, in game number 1, I think you were playing Malfurion. No, you were. I
was?
What was it? Yes, you were Malfurion in game number 1, and then you were Deckard in game number 2. That was it.
That's correct, yeah.
Now, in game number 1, your routes were on point. They were actually disgusting to see, because there was a couple of times where, like at least on one occasion, I saw Cataclysm, played by ETC in game number 1, use his power slide to kind of get through your team for an escape, and you anticipated where he was going, dropped the route there, so he'd already used his power slide as the escape, and then you'd caught him in the route, which allowed your team to immediately turn, snap ambush, and focus him and get the kill. And that was excellent. As I say, partially disgusting to watch, because it was just so effective. So
I think that was quite early on in the game. I think about level 4, level 7.
I mean, that was it. It set the precedent. Yeah. Now, across this, you must say, because during the introductions in this, I pointed out to our viewers at home, you guys had came off of like a 2-loss game. Like, it was a clean sheet of losses last week. Yes. So you were on a losing streak, and you really needed a win tonight. Your opponents were off the back of a win, and I thought, well, that slightly puts them in an advantageous position here. Let's see how it goes. But then, wow, what a different team I saw tonight. Did you feel that way as well for your team tonight?
I thought we was quite good tonight. Actually, I thought we did all right. Yeah, we was. I mean, not a surprise, but we did play really good tonight. So long may it continue. Not bad for a bunch of silvers.
No, absolutely. I mean, that I was trying to point out quite badly. I was articulating it poorly, but I was trying to point out tonight that even Division 7, playing in HeroesLounge in a competitive format, feels completely different to Team League.
Absolutely.
It's hard to express to the audience how playing in a league format in an esports position feels different from quick match, unranked draft, team league, and things like that. It's completely different, and I would urge players that enjoy this format to really participate in it to see how different it is. I think I'm glad to see that you guys have had such a turn that you came in on tops there. Just for the audience at home as well, for your benefit, I'll just point this out so they can see it there as well. That was... Oh, hang on. I've got the thing on screen. Let that disappear. 2 seconds. There we go. This was the statistics for the end of that game in this series. And what I can also now do is show the talents there as well. In game number 1, Raynor took Raynor's Raiders, but in game number 2, he took Hyperion. Did you guys discuss that at all?
We didn't. No, that was up to Gaelic. That's his prerogative.
Okay.
What he feels best is he takes.
Was there any particular talents or compositions or anything like that you guys discussed that was important for you?
Yeah, I deliberately took Twilight Dream on Malfurion in the first game for the silence, and I got a decent one off right at the death on Tales of Doom. I got quite a good one off at the end, but I deliberately took that one. For the reasons, yeah. But we did discuss it, whether to take Tranquility or Twilight Dream, and we did decide to take Twilight Dream.
I see. Okay. No, well, that's fair enough. So in game number 2, did you feel at any point like there was a chance that you could lose? Because it did start to swing, at least for the first 2 objectives, your opponents had won it. They were looking and feeling strong. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, we did feel behind, actually, right until we won the team fight at the death on the last objective at the bottom. We thought we were slightly behind, but we thought if we could win that team fight, we could get back in it. And then it was a case, because I think there was only 2 of us left after that. So then it was a case of getting back, zoning to get the Protector, and then see if we could take the Protector at the end. And luckily it went all the way and cleared up the core.
Now, another question I've got for you here is Timmers, the Danger Man. He normally plays solo lane for you guys, but you had the Danger Man, Timmers, playing Johanna in that second game. There was he primary tank? Was this a change in roles for you, or was he solo laning as Johanna?
No, he was solo lane Johanna, because we decided that we wanted a really beefy front line. But as Johanna, it can come into a team fight and be really strong and beefy. At that point, that was the main reasoning. Yeah, basically that. To be honest,
I see.
there,
Okay.
there was no complicated meta, you know, entanglement. It was just a case of we need something beefy, and we took 2 main tanks, and I mean Joanna's Waveler is good, so we thought
For
that'd be the
sure.
best option.
For sure. Okay, so I normally ask at this point in the interview, this is your first time in Heroes Lounge?
No, I've played all. I've played every season.
Have
From
you
season
actually?
1. I have, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my 4th team. Yep.
What were your previous 3 teams?
I was on the Narcissist Steels in season 1. When we actually got to the playoffs, the whole thing. Then I played on Low Fat Gamers in Division 5 for 5 seasons. Then last season I was on Ruby Wings, and then.
So I've cast you before then. If you've
Yeah.
I must have cast you. So are you aware of me? I've cast you before then, for sure.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of you from the casting. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Oh.
I've played every season.
Oh my gosh. Well, I apologise. So I apologise for not recognising you myself then.
No, that's. I mean, I don't get involved in in the Discord as much as I probably should, to be fair, but.
Well, I mean, I'm not overly active in the Discord at all, to be fair. So
No.
that's no reason to be aware of anybody, in my opinion. So apologies. It's more just that I take a bit of pride in knowing players, their characters, and what their kind of skill sets are. But you've flown under the radar from me here, so that annoys me a little. But I will catch up, that's for sure. So no, it's an absolute pleasure to see a veteran lounger win a game tonight, for sure. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for casting us, by the way. Absolutely. Thank you. Shout out to you as well. Thank you very much, and for all that you do as well.
Well, you're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead because I normally say, but I need to. I'll say that in a minute because I need to carry on with this point here. So, Heroes Lounge, you're obviously you've enjoyed it enough to keep doing it. Do you know if the rest of your team are they new to Heroes Lounge, or is this their first team, and are they enjoying it? How's their Heroes Lounge experience been going so far?
I must confess I'm not entirely 100% on their background. I think Tim and Fu have played a couple of seasons before, and I must confess I'm not entirely sure about Gaelic and Lizard.
I see.
I think it might be their first time.
Lizard was looking on fire tonight a couple of times. He had absolutely violent Johnny Wallbangs in that game there, playing Diablo. So, I mean, yeah, no, that was good.
And it's not his favourite tank either. He's just learnt it properly as well. So, fair play to Lizard.
Yeah, no, he's doing very well. Okay, well, it's at this point in the interview, I normally hand the microphone over to my interviewee and offer them an opportunity for any shout-outs or any things or thoughts that they might like to say to the audience. So, over to you.
Shout out to my team, Timmers, Gaelic, Fu and Lizard. Well done, excellent, well played. Shout out to Halloween the caster for casting us, and a shout out to everybody who watched, and a shout out to Heroes Lounge for hosting all this. It's excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay, well that's fantastic. Once again, congratulations to you and the rest of the Optimus boys. Commiserations to your opponents. But well done, and hopefully I look forward to seeing you guys again next week.
Absolutely, thank you very much. You take care, and everybody take care. Catch
you later. Right, so that was Lampy, who was the support player there on Team Optimus. So absolutely fantastic stuff. Right. Well, if you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, remember to subscribe, follow, and comment. And you can tweet me at Northern Wizard if you'd like to get a game cast or a comment or send me a message at all. But if you want to be kept up to date, the best way to do so is the Twitch channel itself, but also joining the Discord server down the right hand side of the screen, scrolling throughout this entire game. There's been hundreds of links, so just click one of them and that'll help you out. Have I ended the contest? Yes, I did. Okay, so some people won some points there. That's good. Right, okay. Well, thanks for joining us. I've had fun. If you've had fun, remember to join us again, and we will see you guys in the Nexus again next week. And then hopefully I can bring you guys to see this stuff that's showing on screen right now next time, which I'm very, very excited about next year. Can't talk to you about it yet, though, so thanks for watching. Do you know what? Right, before I go, shall we watch a video with Tim again? Let's do it. Let's watch a horrible video of Tim. Let me get this video. Right, here you go. This... Try and figure out which one is Timmer's in this situation, okay? Right. Let me get it. Hang on, where are we? I'll have to mute this for a sec as well. Okay, here we go. Where's the dog?
I think it's here.
This was us travelling to HTC Western Crash. Can't even see Martin's massive blizzard that stopped us. This was the blizzard that we had to get through to stop all the flights. It's in Germany right now.
Josh, geez a wave. Josh, geez a wave.
There we go. We're waiting for the plane to be guys. That's what we're.
Don't contest this one. I mean, it makes me happy. I like watching robots destroy things.
I forgot. That's Timmer's there. That horrible Volga guy that you just saw. That's Timmer's in the red hat.
Where's the yellow? Yes!
Massive giraffe on it. There's chicks there.
So I think we could see something like a blazing light for the side finale for Weston.
Because he hurt his ankle, he minced it doing a funny thing. Okay, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm definitely gonna end the stream now. So good times.